Okay, should be good now. Which we are. We're good. Yeah, I see it in the package. Yeah, we see LTCI in our packages. Sweet, awesome, lovely, and that's good. So that's just another way to get around like BCC problems. So there are now 3 ways that you can import packages into VRChat Unity projects. That is either through the VRChat Create Companion, or through the package manager. By using GitHub URLs, or through just simply having the folder and then double-clicking it and opening it that way. They all now currently work, which is really nice. So yeah, let's go. And also we're just gonna go back to our console, hit this clear button, and we're all good and Gucci. As long as the motherfucker's clear, we're all good. All right, sweet. Let's go. All right, let's do this. So yeah, like we're pretty good and Gucci. Let's add some little nice little stuff. So it's all pretty dark and gloomy here. I kind of want to see, so I'm gonna hit this like little light button up here, and boom, I can kind of see what's going on now. So let's add some stuff. Let's get funky with this. What do we got? What we got in our cool like apartment demo? We are gonna add in, so we're gonna add in a Pro TV. So we're gonna add in you. Thank you very much. So this is mostly for our LTCGI bakes and all this kind of thing, which actually, we can go ahead and like kind of like start like that preparation part in a sense, but we'll go through scenes in a second. At the same time, that kind of like goes into the optimization process, which we will be going into. So we'll be looking at memory compression and how to sort of like look through like, you know, certain things, make sure like, you know, frames are all working in every direction possible. All right, so while that's going through, let's actually go through our shopping list, shall we? So we have, I want to kind of get like these lovely like little like drinkable things. These are lovely by done by TV Lab. Actually, I know that they have some new ones, if I'm correct. Yes, they do, and they got cookies as well. Sorry. Okay, they all have a holo towel as well. That's really nice. So this is where now you start realizing how expensive world building really gets. It is obscene. It genuinely is. So if you want all these cool stuff and all these really nice things, you can buy this and grab it. This is all really nice stuff. Yeah, and these are just drag and drop assets. So like one of these I have is the whiskey and wine, because it's classy like that. So I'm gonna quickly like download this zip. I'm also gonna grab, there's one more. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab also Mini Greens coffee that I absolutely love. Oh, I'm so in love with coffee so bad. So we're gonna grab both of these. Absolutely, they are a must have. So I'm gonna grab the yeah, so Mini Greens, like, oh, this is so good. It's so good. I'm also gonna grab the DJ gear, just cause like, I don't know, it's a nice little cute play, so might as well. I absolutely love Studio stuff as well, so let's go for this. And also grab you. This is where memory is gonna be getting to a big problem with y'all. And I'm gonna add this dance floor for no reason whatsoever. We're gonna do something funky with it. I might throw it in the bathroom. Dance board, yeah. And you know, I'm gonna grab like this this panel, like this is the really nice like LED panel stuff that I have. This is my personal stuff. So like there is also Norbert does also do commercial stuff like this as well. If you want to be selling stuff as well, always double make sure your packages and their licenses and stuff like this, how you can use that. But for this purposes, I'm just showing a quick demo. But I will be posting a link and all that kind of stuff for Norbin afterwards. Also gonna grab our Pro TV, which we're all pretty good. That's by Architectonon. And we're pretty nice. You know, we're also gonna go into our VRC prefabs, and we're gonna grab our very favorite pool table set. This is done by Table and also the awesome people for this whole group that's all putting this whole thing together over a couple years. If you never know this pool table, these nerds. Right, here we go. But yeah, big thank you to Metamaniac for all their help on the VRC billiards, and also Fearless Panda and everybody as well who has been working on this over the past couple of years. It is genuinely an amazing product, and yeah, it's yeah, do help support them. They've been working on this for a long while. Yeah. We're also gonna we can also grab some. What else can we do? Audio link. Alright, we're fine and we're good and Gucci. And you know what? We could also... You know, I'm gonna also do some funky cute stuff as well. Nah, we'll do the funky cute stuff later. But for right now, we're gonna have this ready. So let's start the mass import of stuff that we just downloaded. Oh my lord. Alright, okay, here we go. This is gonna be a time. Oh, right. So, here's the thing. If you've already imported silent filamented when doing the VRCB, the billiards, make sure to not import its own filamented. Just remove it entirely, because otherwise it's gonna mess around with all your shaders. It's really annoying. It fucking sucks. Yeah, but all the materials and stuff like that, they'll swap over regardless. So just always have a double look-sees. It also does have a filamented stuff in here, with its UI and stuff like that. If it does cause an issue, which we'll find out, we know where to go. So that's just simply in the shaders, we delete that and it should be all fine. But let's go import and we're good. Alright, so as I suspected, the alt UI for filament is giving us some issues for our product. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the VRC billiards. Where are you? This is going to be in the shaders, and it's going to be in the filamented right there. And I'm just going to delete this thing. And there, all our problems are gone. Make sure it's basically, as long as we don't have problems here, we're all pretty good. You're always going to be good with your upload. Alright, so make sure mic is all good for you as well, and that we're all comfortable and good. Whilst we're gonna be... Alright, cool. So we got our billiards in, and let's add in the, we're pretty good on that front. We'll encounter probably some issues as we go along, but we'll fix them as we do. So what else we got? We also got all of our cool stuff here. I'm also going to import the VirtuApartment package. I'll put a link in the description down below for this as well. This is for LTCGI, which I'll show you how to set up later on, but we'll make sure this is imported as well. So we got that. I'm gonna import the party shader. All right, and we're pretty good. Everything is now imported that we all had. We might add in some extra things because I'm having some weird ideas, so we might go along with that. But we'll see how things go. But pretty much we're all good. This thing is gonna pop up every now and then. As long as you hit this clear button and goes away, you're fine. You're gonna be absolutely good and Gucci. It's probably just LTCGI is self-screaming because it's in a weird package place. Just ignore it, that's fine, it's just doing its thing. But anyway, so let's start like kind of messing around with what we're gonna do here. Let's go with, you know, I feel like we need a cup of coffee. So let's add some coffee, shall we? So prefab. All right, so right, so now we're gonna mess around with some of the prefabs that we have. So first up is we're gonna mess around with Mini Green's coffee set. Now this is quite a popular asset, and I do have this quite a lot often. So we're gonna open up the instruction document quickly first, which is probably gonna be our best first go-to. It's in a bunch of languages as well. So say let's scroll down to English, import and apply. So essentially, make sure you got everything all necessary. Already done this, so let's get the step. All right, cool. Use the prefab top of the set folder and press initialize after the button is added. Make sure status is all good, and then adjust the positions on the object, and then import the DLC. It should also automatically come in when you have the DLC all added in. Should all be good. All right, sweet. So let's go into this and see how this works. So we're just going to quickly grab and drag and drop this into the hierarchy up here. And then we're going to hit initialize. Hopefully everything should work. And it's all good. We've got all the green ticks as necessary. Hopefully I'm not covering things. We should be fine. Yes, we're all good. Sweet. I know I've covered a couple of things, so I'll go through that. But anyway, so let's have a look and see, shall we? What we got in this? All right, so sweet. Look at this thing. It's doing cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna actually have this like a little bit larger, so I'm just gonna grab this. And so here's a really cool tip. Up at the top here you have pivot and local. You want to like jump around between these, between whether it's at the center of everything or whether it's in its pivot position. Pivot position is probably like what you probably want here, so we can just expand everything accordingly. I'm gonna have this like kind of like roughly yay heights. That way I can just sort of like mess around and just move things as necessary. Because what we're gonna do is we're now gonna like start fusing things together with pure friction, which is simply moving and turning things off in ways that don't mess around with this too much. So we're gonna rotate this as well because it has to be in this direction roughly, and it should all be good and working now. So let's move this in. Let's start like positioning. Start making our home like nice and decorative. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Like, don't worry that you're going to be staring at. So let's go up to gizmos up here and turn down 3D icons way the fuck down. Hello, Lenny. All right, cool. Let's start like placing stuff, shall we? Let's just move this over here. All right, we'll line this roughly up here. And we can just start placing and doing some magic stuff. All right. So the great thing about this set is it's pretty modular. If I'm gonna be honest with you, so let's actually start placing things and how we kind of want to use it in this lovely household, because it is a lovely home. It's a gorgeous like little household home. So let's just start actually using this properly. There's some place for teacups and stuff like that we can use, but like let's place everything out up here on the kitchen counter. So we're gonna open this up, go in the hierarchy. Here's a table thing. I'm actually gonna like, so I don't want to actually turn this game object off. Reason being is because it has Udon sharp scripts that actually might be necessary for how this entire whole thing works. So and also it has a bunch of animators and stuff like this, which is necessary for how this script is working. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off its mesh collider, and we're also gonna turn off its mesh renderer. That will just basically render it invisible. And sorry, my cat's doing something. This will just essentially just turn it invisible, so that way it's kind of just not it's no longer a part of the equation, but it allows it to exist for the scripts and stuff to do its natural thing. You can also go in here and change the materials over to silence roughness as well, which I would highly recommend doing so, which I'm going to end up doing at some point. But anyway, let's go ahead and start moving some stuff. So we've got menu plate. You know, I'm gonna place this thing like, you know, kind of like up here kind of situation. Let's try to make it look like little home little cafe type thing. We always hop between like, you know, lit mode or unlit mode. About there. Oh, and because most of these are like mostly like tools and stuff like that you want to be using, just pretty much just grab like what we call the parent object in the hierarchy. So it's pretty much like the top ones in each and every single individual area. Otherwise, if you go in and if you accidentally move something, it'll move something like completely out of place, which you definitely don't want. And let's place this menu. Oh, like... right there, just kind of existing there. You know what? Let's make this nice. Come on! Don't be a lazy woman. This is where you gotta wrestle with yourself as a world creator. Like, how lazy am I? How bothered am I to do these things? Because people gotta move this anyway, so like it's kind of useless. I'm just gonna have it like left sitting there doing its thing, existing. Anyway. Our machines. These are actually kind of important. I barely have enough bloody space, and all I would choose is not actually kind of looking at. Move you over here temporarily. Where are those like ice machines? Yep, I do not care. You are living right on top of it. It exists. It does its thing. It is beautiful. Fight me. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. Amazing placement. Anyway, smoke some stuff. Alright, so we're pretty good on this front here. I've done a lot of placement, so I've gone ahead and done a lot of placement and stuff like this. Some small resize stuff like this, and things like that, which is all pretty good. But problem is, we got this sink thing I gotta like worry about. Yeah, this sink is gonna be the bane of our existence here. So let's go ahead and like find out where that is. We're gonna double click through until we find the table is under faucet. Okay, understandable. And it's under all of this. Faucet out, table, okay, cool. Just double making sure. Sweet. Alright. So, faucets and all of that. We're gonna go through here. Water mesh, sub-emitter, particle water mesh. Ah, okay, so here's the thing you don't actually see. So we're actually gonna turn this thing on quickly and find out what it is. Ah, that's where our actual sink is. So I'm gonna grab literally all of this, all of our parent objects, and I'm going to move this to where the current actual sink is right now. So what we're doing is we're just simply moving some of the assets around that do exist within. So always have a look-see if you don't have a look. Go through the hierarchy and you know, find out what's on or what isn't. Do make sure that you do turn stuff off afterwards when you've done, so that way it doesn't accidentally mess with anything. You know, in terms of the actual script. Otherwise it will be turned on when you automatically load in, which you probably don't want. Alright, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna just go. Yeah, I'm going to simply nicely resize this to where we want it. And you know what, I'm just gonna leave it just kind of roughly about, let's see if I can do a little more. Alright, that should be pretty good, pretty girl. Alright, sweet. Alright, cool, we're good. And the current actual faucet that is in here, don't tell me that perfectly oh, I was thinking, like, does it almost perfectly fit? No, it does not. But no. So I'm gonna grab you, and I'm gonna make sure that you are turned off, because that was already, so we're turning you off. Sweet. Faucet. There we are. That's the one we want. And to be fair, I'm just gonna actually just... that is... Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that mesh renderer off. But this particle, I'm gonna move this actually, just ever so slightly, just about there. Just gonna put it underneath our new one. It should, in theory, do what we want afterwards. Alright, we're good. Alright, sweet. Anyway, so from this point, we're pretty set up for mini greens. That's all nice and put. So now we're gonna get our other asset stuff in. What else do we have? Okay, so I'm gonna put some, like, alright, let's start thinking about, like, what we're gonna do for, like, some funsies. I don't know, like, we're probably a small, like, DJ spot somewhere for fun. Stick it, like, in the bathroom, though, in the toilet, specifically, just right there. Like, you're just DJing right there. Yeah, you know, we could do some... What could do? Good copies and tables. We're gonna move something up here. I feel like we could add, like, a small, like, little, like, spot for a DJ person up there. We can maybe do something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a look at this table, and you know what? I'm gonna take this table. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna take it. It's stolen. It's mine. It's my table now. You know what? I'm just gonna just do this. Yeah, sure, why not? Fight me. Absolutely fight me. And yeah, you can absolutely do this. This is 100% viable as world building. This is stuff that I've done before in professional maps and also, like, just fun maps. You can go ahead and have some fun with what you're building and doing. So yeah, don't be afraid to mess around with something like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly just do a quick clear. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna have a quick walk around just to make sure, like, the sizing is all good. Sometimes sizing and the, like, scaling can be a bit weird, so you have to figure it out. Everything seems to be working, which is good. I can walk in here. Sweet. Excellent. Robot. Alright, excellent. It's all mirrors. Ah, so delicious. Mirrors straight off the bat. Alright, cool. There's colliders there. Doesn't matter. But this is the most important thing. Alright, sweet. There is a mirror button. What's up? I'm gonna turn you off. Thank you. Background post-processing. Yes, we did. Excellent. And all of our copy stuff is all good and there as well. Alright, so yeah, this is all pretty good sizing actually. Now we're kind of here. So I'm just gonna like, yeah, this is pretty good. This is, you know, this is pretty decent. So yeah, we're gonna leave this as is, and we're just gonna go ahead and keep going on. Alright, so here's a quick way to quickly set up your audio link for your world. So reason why we're getting into this is because now I'm currently setting up the like some of the Student Move stuff, which does have audio link shaders and stuff like this. Now audio link, what does that mean? Basically, it takes in the audio that's coming into the world, either through, well, usually through the video player. And it's creating like some cool funky light effects with certain specific shaders. Student Move's audio link one does have a specific shader for it, so that means we need to have audio link in our world. Thankfully with the VRChat Creative Companion, it does have easy ways to do that. Just simply add audio link to the scene. It'll add a controller as well as the actual audio link component itself. Which you can link all the necessary reactive things to it, and it should do all magic stuff. I'll show you how to set up the video player for that as well, so we can make sure that it is all working for you. There isn't currently a way to test this in world if your audio link is working. It's typically one of those things like you gotta send it into like Unity and through VRChat for it to be actually test. There are ways to kind of do it, but you kind of have to like swap in audio sources and video players in and out, left, right, and center. It's kind of annoying and tedious. So for today's sake and purpose, we ain't gonna do it. But anyway, but here's our controller. So to find it, I don't know where it is at the moment, so I'm like, okay, where is it? I'm gonna click on it in the hierarchy, and I'm gonna hit the F key. There it is. And we can move that motherfucker right over here. Alright, sweet. Anyway, right, let's continue on. So we got our audio link in, we got some Student Move stuff, and you know what? So now here we're getting into like some of the like where like your hierarchy is starting to start getting cluttered. This is where I particularly like to do. I like to just create an empty game object by right-clicking in the hierarchy, naming it to, I don't know, DJ stuff. And I'm just gonna grab all of this, and I'm gonna go boom, right in there. And it just simply nice. It just cleans things up a little bit. It makes it all nice compact. All right, so we got you. All right, so adding in some more props. So yeah, this is so some of the props are literally just like you just go into the prefabs, you drag and drop, and you place them in. You can make duplicates, which is like with all Control D and all kind of thing as well. So yeah, just this is kind of like where you now basically make some of the personalization. You can think about like images and photos and stuff like this as well, like this. If you're thinking about like putting like photos and like stuff like in photos like this, you can in some form or fashions, but that's kind of like where you would have to go into Photoshop with this. So example, let me open up Photoshop here. And we're gonna quickly just grab you, pick a different window. All right, so as you can see here, here's a bunch of random images all over the place. And basically what this is a Atlas texture, which means like all of these images are the same texture. They're all going to the same thing here. What we have to do to sort of like put any personalized images and stuff like that is simply just add some like, you know, some whatever you want to it. You kind of find a rough orientation where some of these are, so let's have a look-sees. Okay, everything's kind of like just mostly to the right, if I'm correct. Just double make sure. Yeah. So, alright, I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna like, just quickly... Alright, let's start adding some random photos, shall we? Alright, and we're pretty good on that front. Alright, so let's carry on, shall we? So let's think about like our video player, because we have the audio link in here, but we haven't really got everything set up to a good video player at the moment. So what do we have here? Well, we have iOS sort of like a video player here. But in full honesty, I don't want to use this one. Because it just ain't for me. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna literally just turn this motherfucker off. Just literally just turn this off. You could delete them. That requires opening up the prefab and all this kind of thing. But I can't be bothered. I mean, I could. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna delete them. It's only two with the video player and all this kind of thing, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, here we are. All right, let's do this. So I'm just gonna make sure it's all good and all clear. All right, sweet. So for the video player that I'm going to be using, it is called Pro TV. It's been done by Architectanon, and we have downloaded that, if I'm correct. Yes, we are. Pro TV, sweet. Here we are. Prefabs, and I'm going to be using the... Here's Pro TV Advanced, because it does look sexy. It does look nice. Leave it for upstairs. We will have this upstairs. We'll move this stuff upstairs for this one. The upstairs can have a nice like I don't know, fucking TV system. They have it just set up there. I don't know. It's just sitting there. Alright, place TV just about here. Alright, cool. So the main reason why we're using Pro TV is because like I can swap out a bunch of really cool stuff and like materials and all kind of fun cool stuff. It's currently got a bunch of baby grows. So I'm gonna remove that. Now we're gonna bring it back. So to be fair, I'm gonna use the actual Alright, let's go about it. So anyway, so now that we're pretty much ready for our audio link and all this kind of thing, let's start bringing in our video players, because we're gonna need some sound to actually start getting some stuff in. So let's go into here, and I might just grab those models and stuff like that as well, because they're pretty nice actually. Like the curve set is delicious actually, and I'm gonna add in. I'm gonna add all this. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's get all this delicious stuff in. Alright, let's do this. Alright, cool. Alright, let's spin this around, add this TV in. Hey, that's sweet. Put that right in the bed. Cool. Anyway. But our main chat is gonna be inside the actual TV stuff here. So this is where the fun stuff is. I'm gonna move this actually up here because this is kind of like not gonna be really necessary until we start kind of like placing here. And I'm gonna place. I might be like courteous to the DJ and add some like. Where's the DJ? This is why we have everything in there. I have to make sure, like, I don't know, some funky, like, speakers down there. Do I really steal these speakers? They are nice. Fuck it, we're gonna steal these speakers. Oink. You know what? No, we're gonna use speakers. There's no point. There's absolutely no point in all history to make any pointless speakers. One fucking woman. I'm afraid of it. Alright, cool. Where's my there you over here, actually. And simply just like kind of like a place where like you want your speakers to be like kind of feeling vibing. You can also duplicate these as well. They'll continue to work as long as you just duplicate exactly each and everything. One of them, they should all be working fine. I want the right one too. Where I want the right. I'm also gonna actually like increase. Give me a second, right? And also every now and then, like, have a quick look at your world debugger just to find out like if anything's going on here. So there's a couple of things here, like let's see, blend shape normals, enable all this stuff. All right, cool. Let's auto fix that quickly. Yes. Turn off legacy blend shape normals. I don't know. I'm gonna grab myself a sandwich. BRB. Okay, and we're just gonna go through also through some of these as well and get rid of some of these. Yeah, autofix as well. Anything that says typically autofix, so you can always go through 16 components. This is mostly for like when you're using UI, you can use your joysticks to like navigate them. Personally, I don't like to use that. I like just personally click and scroll. So we'll get rid of some of that. Cool. That's probably mostly in like the UI and like the billiards and like a bunch of other things as well. Yeah, that's all cool. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about this too much. We can do the occlusion culling and all that kind of stuff. All right, sweet, excellent. Slowly dying. We're good. All right, sweet. So let's get some other stuff. So we're gonna start with this. Right, the sound. All right, cool. Max systems. Let's make this out. You know, 10, and also this one 10. All right, sweet, cool. And yeah, I can go downstairs, not a problem. I don't got an issue with that. Sweet. Let's carry on, shall we? All right, so let's go on to our video player itself. Let's move the main screen. Let's get the main screen up here, because basically now we're gonna do some weird shader stuff. This is where we get the funky stuff. All right, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna click on this, and because we downloaded the VirtuApartment Unity package earlier on, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna type in video. And that should go to this render texture here. So what this is, it goes to here, which is really nice, and what we kind of really want. Just gonna make sure we're all good. Gonna go to the AV Pro, and its main texture is gonna be this, and I'm gonna make sure that it's shared materials. Sweet, excellent. And to be fair, I'm gonna change the material itself to, where's Norben's? Norben LED. Actually, wait. Where is Norben? So actually, I'm gonna keep the screen. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna also like. Where's our video screen down here? I think we have one, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, so in the screen, I'm gonna create just a, what we call a quad, just a simple, basic bitch quad. And make sure it's oriented in the right direction. Sweet, excellent. And I'm gonna make this roughly the same size as our screen here. Sweet, excellent. All right, so this is where we're gonna do some of our LTCGI and all of our screen stuff. So this is where you want to start paying attention for some of the video stuff here. I'll turn my in the description down below. All right, sweet. All right, let's go. Let's go. So I want to go into, so I'm going to lock onto this inspector here because I want to keep an eye on this object. But I'm going to go into Norben, and then I'm going to go into here and materials, what we got. All right, so sweet. We've got various different materials for like LED stuff here, and I'm going to choose actually this one, and I'm going to pop that right about there. Sweet. Probably, or not that one. No, actually. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. That's the good stuff. I'm gonna keep that one. All right, sweet. And you know what? I will also drag and drop it on to as well. Sweet. And what I do is I'm gonna click into, yes, now I'm onto this this object and this material. What I'm gonna do is its main source text is I'm gonna do it to video. So, as we've already, oops. Yeah, so its main source text, I'm going to swap this to its video, so it should go there. So now it's going to go to black, which is pretty okay until you start actually like playing the actual video player itself. Which is fine, so we'll get in a little bit more into that. But normally all this should be nice and fine and smooth. Cool, delicious and fine. All right, cool. Let's also like think about what we're gonna be doing for our LTCGI and all this kind of thing as well. So what I'm gonna do. Let's go right back. Oh, lovely. Okay. So LTCGI only works on quads typically. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to our video screen wherever that was. And what I'm gonna do is, where it is, I'm gonna add an LTCGI component. So LTCGI screen, pop that on there, and then also down here in the hierarchy, I'm gonna just simply just get rid of all this, all that, get rid of you. All right, sweet. Go here. I'm gonna add the controller into the hierarchy here. Cool, gonna add the adapter and all that kind of thing. You can still change all this how necessary. Alright, and we're also going to add in the attribution as well. You are required to add this if you are going to add an LTSGI. That's just a part of the agreement when you're using this. Come on, do your thing. You understand? We're leaving here. There we go. Alright, sweet. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to move myself way over here. Okay, sweet. So we're going to do this. And let me just give myself a quick rotating. Alright, okay, cool. So essentially what we're going to now do is, sorry, I just moved myself because like we want to kind of like over here a little bit more. All right, sweet. Because now we're going to start working with the LTSGI component and all this kind of stuff over here. With the controller and all this kind of thing, yeah, just double click it, make sure you're all good. Should be fine. Oh yeah, make sure. Sorry, I was stuck on the chair for some reason. All right, cool. So now you have all of this. It should get its video render texture here. Oh yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm also gonna now create a quad here called, I'm gonna create a quad, and I'm going to grab a material here. So I'm clicking the circle, and I'm going to search for blit. Video RT blit. There we are. Cool, excellent. And then I'm gonna make sure it has the render texture that we're using, which is our video. And there we are. We should all now be good. If I'm correct, and then I'm adding a. The VRC video screen. Let me just double check. I just need to double check the YouTube video. This is done by Riva right here. So we're just gonna have a quick look at this tutorial. Yes, we are adding the VRC video component. It says AV Pro video screen. Shared material. Its video player is the AV Pro 1080p, which is currently in our Pro TV standard. And that should be it, if I'm correct. That should be it. Alright, should be fine. Alright, cool. So yeah, with the so now that should be fine. Where's this quad? Your existing somewhere. Oh yeah, your skybox is now going to do this. Don't worry. This is absolutely, this is 100% fine. Genuinely, just trust me on this one. I was gonna move this thing way over here as well, so it's kind of out the way. Should be good. Alrighty. Alright, sweet. Now we have the LCJ component on this screen here. We have the LCJ controller. Texture is going to be back to video again. Sweet. All right. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to duplicate this screen. I'm going to move this way up here. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to add LTCGI to this, basically to the upstairs room here. But in doing so, I can't really add it to curved screens. Why is that? Because LTCGI, how do I explain this? There's documentation for this to read, but it uses math, like quaternion math, I think, if I'm correct, that basically calculates how to project a square in a spherical way. It's absolute magic. It is genuinely black magic, and I throw my hats off to the smart people that can brain cell this genuinely. But for our purposes, I'm just gonna do this. And what I'm gonna do is it's gonna have the LTCGI component on it, but I'm gonna turn off its mesh renderer. So it's not actually doing the screen, it will just act as the light source that we necessarily need it to be. So I'm just gonna move that a little bit back as well. So it's still doing its reflection thing, its projection thing. It's fine. But yeah, we're good. So typically, like at this point, you pretty much set up your video player. You can take the material that's on the screen here. You can put this literally on anything and everything. But yeah, if you want it on like certain surfaces or like screens or stuff like that, you can go ahead and do that. Like, I'm gonna like select this material here. I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna like, I don't know, I could put it there if I wanted to. Or certain weird stuff like that. But yeah, what's on this? Okay, I'm gonna just like video. Anything that has a render texture weirdly enough on it, I'm just gonna mess with it. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we're pretty good here. I'm just gonna like double make sure because you have a box layer on interaction all this kind of thing. Annual, not loadable. Sweet. All right, cool. Reflections. All right, cool. So now. I have an idea. A really fucked up idea. But I'll do it later. So now I'm actually kind of like want to mess with my LCJ a little bit. I want to put like the render distance down, like what, 50 meters. It's pretty good actually. And I'm gonna like increase it motherfucker to like, I don't know, 3. LTC diffuse. Texture. But yeah, for further instructions, like I do highly recommend following the tutorial done by Riva on how to work with LTCGI if you ever want to be working. I would butcher I would butcher it. They've done it very well, and he's done it in 3 minutes. So do have a look at that video, very much for sure. That's exactly what I'm like referencing as well. All right, cool. So now we're pretty much set up for, so pretty much our LTCI is now actually pretty much set up and good. So I'm now actually gonna like, yeah, we're just gonna take this and just run to the bank with it. We got our audio link, we have our stuff like that. All right, cool. So let's start thinking about sort of, actually, you know, I'm gonna add in the pool table because we have that, of course. Where is our billiards? And I'm gonna add in, let's add in wood or metal. I do like the metal one, but like wooden one is nice. Nah, we're gonna stick with the middle one. And I'm also just a smidge. I like a little bit bigger personally, because like I find like it just like kind of gets like choking. When saying that, it's also quite fucking large. We have here, upstairs. Let's see upstairs. All right, cool. Oh, and also I forgot to add in our screen controls. That's the one. Because if you don't have the controls, you ain't gonna do very well. All right, cool. And yeah, we're gonna get pretty much set and good. All right. So we got our props, LTCGI. We have pretty much pretty much ready to go. Billiards, some extra stuff. All right. I'd say we're good to go for a light bake. All right, so now we're gonna start learning how to light bake and all this kind of stuff. So let's bring our gizmos back up a little bit because we got a couple of things in here which we're not actually gonna be using, just simply for the style of bake that we're gonna be doing. So we are using bakery. So how bakery is gonna work? Well, it's not gonna work with this stuff, area lights. So we're actually I'm gonna like get rid of some of this, and we're gonna just use various different lights of that. So like, where's our area lights? Areas. All right, cool beans and skinny jeans. Now the reason why we're getting rid of area light is because like I can't get it to work with bakery. And to be fair, it's mostly used for let's say example. Where is the example? Where's a really good? There are some examples in this world. Mostly for like, it's mostly used for like example like LED or like side lighting type situation. Here where we don't really necessarily need it too much. We're gonna have things like nicely like, you know, lit in a different way. If I can actually go back, what have we got? Yeah, here it's just sort of like using like that for like sort of like some form of like LED lighting. We don't necessarily need it for our thing. Like normally I would use like an emissive strip, so to do the light bake for that. And it's just it would just be a lot nicer. So I'm just gonna just control Y on the getting rid of all of that. We gotta have some fun with some like lighting and some emissive strips and all this kind of thing. All right, you know what? Let's kind of like let me show you a way to like spruce the lighting up a little bit. Let's make this a little bit personal because I kind of want to make this funky. Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. All right, cool. So by this point, as we're sort of ready with our video players and all that kind of thing, and with the LTC, there's one more component. I'm really sorry I'm gonna have to take you back around doing this one, but we're gonna have to work it. It's gonna have to work like this. I want you to go to your materials. And we're gonna go to sort of the settings modes. You're gonna click on full. Now there's this option called LTCGI mode. We're gonna have to go into every single shader that we have and click this mode because we're using LTCGI. You should have done this earlier on. I know I should have put this in. You know what? I'm gonna say this at this point, but at the same point, like I'm gonna say like hi, I'm. Hang on, I'm gonna do some time warping. Hi, I'm Future Lily. I'm just letting you know, as you're probably going through your materials, we're just currently encountering an issue where we didn't click this button. You should probably click this button. What you want to do is go into all of the materials that you're currently probably clicking through. And when you do so, click Settings. And then I want you to go down and make sure that you have LTCGI clicked. In all of the materials that you were probably clicking over and changing over to silent filamented roughness. Thank you very much. Anyway, so this is currently, we're in pain. Alright, okay.